On Pulse. Hi, I'm Gary Al Smith. Today, we are talking African football with a Ghanaian twist. We are looking at the only team that is in Africa for the country, FC Medeama, or Medeama SC as they call them. They will be playing in Tanzania this coming weekend, having not won in their first two group games so far. We will be speaking with a spokesperson of the club to give us an idea of how their challenges have been so far, especially with money, and also how prepared they are from the coaching front for the game. Patrick Akoto, thank you very much for joining us. Hello, Patrick.
Yes, Gary, I'm grateful for having
you. So it's going to be this weekend for your club. There's been so much talk, even as the team emplaned to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania through Nairobi. Everybody was asking if your club had enough money to be able to make the trip. Where did you get the money from?
Well, what is most important is that we'll be able to pool our resources. Club President Moses Ama and our sponsors have ensured that we get the needed funds to travel to Dar es Salaam. So as I speak with you, the players and the technical team are just finished their first training session at the CAF training pitch in Dar es Salaam, and we'll be retiring back to their hotel. And then we wait for tomorrow's CAF function training session ahead of the game on Saturday. I will be leaving tonight with the club president, and so we are well hale and hearty and ready to go against Yanga.
You are hale and hearty, but that doesn't stop us from looking at the fact. The fact is that Medeama has been unable to get 3 points from the first two games, a draw and a loss. Does the team feel pressure?
Yes, indeed. I mean, you are spot on. There's some bit of pressure on the team, and that is largely because of our inability to beat Mo Beja. It was a clear case, one of those clear cases, Gary, of playing every single thing that happens, doing everything humanly possible, practically possible, yet you fail to get the needed results. Unfortunately, we flubbed it against Mo Beja, but we have 4 more games to go, and so there's an opportunity for us to make amends. It does appear quite a hectic task for us, or a Herculean one indeed for us, but we have been in such situations before where the odds are stuck against us. We always kill the header. So we are hopeful that we will be able to grind out a decent result in Tanzania. It's not going to be easy, obviously, because Yanga are firmly rooted at the bottom of the table. And so they will also be in a very desperate mood to ensure that they get at least their first maximum point from the group phase. That has brought the whole situation into a very tricky one as far as we are concerned. But we are a very patient club, and we are guarding our loins for what is expected to be a hugely contested affair at the National Stadium in Dar es Salaam. We are ready for it, and hopefully we will come back home with some decent results.
Patrick, the motto of your club is never give up. However, the fact is that you are going to face somebody who knows Ghanaian teams very well. Hans van der Pluim was for a long time the manager of Heart of Lions and also of Obuasi Ashgold. And by his own record, and I spoke to him, he said he's never got his eye off Ghanaian football since he left. Indeed, he has been able to win the Tanzanian league on his first attempt, and he surely would be one of the biggest problems your team will face this weekend.
Yes, indeed. It's a huge threat for us. I mean, don't forget that he's been in Ghana, he's coached Medeama, coached a couple of clubs, and so he has an understanding of the quality of Ghanaian players and our style of play. So we are very much aware. We are not oblivious of what he brings to bear as far as young Africans are concerned. I mean, he's been here and he has a dossier of what Ghana football is all about. But that said and done, we also have a very a tactical man in the person of Prince Owusu, who also appears to know the African terrain. Don't forget that he deputized for former Ghana Black Stars coach Kwesiapia as Harasum LC, and so have a fair idea of how the African terrain will look like. So we are ready. We know all the dynamics. We know the intricacies involved as far as this game is concerned. But the most important thing is that we are psychologically prepared. We are financially sound, at least for this particular game. There are no issues at all, and hopefully we will be able to come home with a decent result.
Right.
Like I did say, it's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be a stroll in the park, but we should be able to grind away a result that will help us to put that campaign back on track.
Patrick, thank you very much for joining us, and thank you very much for your time. Patrick Akoto is the spokesperson for Mediama SC, who are currently in Tanzania. He says they've actually undertaken their first training session tomorrow. They are going to have their CAF sanction training session, and then the other weekend they are going to face Yanga SC, reigning league champions of Tanzania in the CAF Confederations Cup. Don't forget that Mediama are yet to win in 2 games, having drawn 1 and lost the other. Good luck to them. And that's it for the sport for now. We have more on myjoyonline.com in terms of the build-up to this and a lot more. I'm Gary.